Welcome to my first video for 2016, and we are going to kick it off with Royal Rumble predictions. And that's right, top 5 of who could potentially make a surprise entrance in the Royal Rumble event. So, before we get started, I want to try and make people to go over to my Twitter account and follow me. For this year, I want to try and build up my social media following. So, if you would like to, on the screen right now and down in the description box below, you will see my Twitter account, which has 40-something followers at the moment. So, make sure you want to follow me there. You can catch up with all up-to-date stuff and what could potentially be on the channel in the near future. And make sure to follow me before the Royal Rumble event, because you can catch my live reactions for the Royal Rumble, which will be awesome, and who will make their surprise entrance. And speaking of surprise entrance, we are going to get down to it right now. So let's start it off with our number 5. Okay, to kick it all off, we are going to start off with a legend, perhaps even a Hall of Famer. That's right, I'm talking about the one and only Jake the Snake Roberts, and hopefully this comes true because it has been his dream. His documentary just came out in the past couple of weeks, and he documented his entire career from the downs and the ups and the possibility of trying to go into the Royal Rumble. I believe this could be one of the moments this year, 2016, where he makes a surprise entrance into the Royal Rumble, and he should toss out a couple names such as Dolph Ziggler or somebody you don't like at all. This type of match will be suitable for Jake the Snake Roberts, as he does not need to do any physical harm to his body. And from what you saw last year, as I predicted, when DDP made his surprise entrance, that is what I see Jake the Snake Roberts this year doing for the Royal Rumble. Now let's go over to our number 4. Now for this one, this is going to be a little bit interesting, but you might like what I'm trying to do here. So for this one, we are going to have a comedy act. And that's right, the only comedy act that is currently in the WWE that is active. I am talking about Hornswoggle. Hornswoggle may make his surprise entrance, come into the ring, maybe possibly toss out a couple of superstars. Highly doubtful, but it is just a little thing to see what would happen if Hornswoggle made his Royal Rumble surprise return. Now, Hornswoggle has been in Royal Rumbles in the past. The most memorable and recent one that I remember is when Hornswoggle was with Mick Foley in the Royal Rumble, but for this one, I'm not really sure how it's going to go down, but I see Hornswoggle coming back and returning. Now, we all know that he had a little bit of a suspension not long ago, but I don't think that would harm him in any way, so hopefully this goes well, and hopefully Hornswoggle is in the Royal Rumble. And now we go over to our number 3. This one might be a little controversial, this one might be a little off the hinge, but I'm going with the Viper, Randy Orton. Now, Randy Orton has been off the shelf for a while now. He has been with injured names such as Cesaro, Tyson Kidd, Seth Rollins, John Cena, but I see that Randy Orton could make his return in the Royal Rumble, because what was reported that he might need a neck surgery turned out that he confirmed himself that Randy Orton does not need a neck surgery, and apparently he could be okay, but time will tell. I hope he does make a return for my sake, and hopefully this will mark his return at the Royal Rumble. Now let's go over to number 2. For this one, everybody has been talking about it. Everybody has been waiting for this person to come back after from what happened to him at the previous pay-per-view at Tables, Ladders and Chairs. That's right, I'm talking about Triple H, making his return possibly at number 29, number 30, and taking out Roman Reigns for that revenge to what Roman did to him at TLC. Now, Triple H's name has been up in the surprise entrance from everybody who watches the Royal Rumble coming up, and people think that he will take out Roman Reigns, and we'll see how that goes. I put him in my number 2 because my number 1 is going to be even more better, and I'm sure everybody knows from the picture that you just clicked on the video, because number 1, of course, is former New Japan Pro Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion. That's right, AJ Styles. Now, of course, everybody knows AJ Styles from his New Japan Pro Wrestling days, but WWE won't acknowledge his previous years in an independent company known as TNA. But if you remember the comments that were heard on Monday Night Raw, as you heard Stephanie McMahon say,
"Could it be somebody that the WWE Universe has never even seen before?"
Could this mean a possible hint? Could this mean a possible hint for the phenomenal AJ Styles To me, I think it's a definite yes, but you never know because WWE likes to twist it around and you never know what's going on in the brain of the WWE, so we'll see how that goes. But those were my top 5 superstars who I believe may make their debut, return, and surprise entrance at the Royal Rumble. But we are not done. I also want to give you my honorable mentions as we see them all pop up right now, as we see 4 superstars, 4 names that you may or may not think that will be in the Royal Rumble match. So let's check these names out and you tell me what you think. Alright, so these 4 superstars I have in my honorable mentions are Carlito, Sami Zayn, Rob Van Dam, and lucky last, the Hall of Famer, Razor Ramon. Now these 4 names may potentially make their surprise entrance at the Royal Rumble match, but this is my honorable mentions. Now let's see how we go for this year. Will I get 5 out of 5? Will I get 2 out of 5? We'll see how it all goes down, but hopefully you go to join me in the conversation on my Twitter account. That's right, it is on your screen and also down in the description box below. Click on that, follow me, and check me out on the updates for my future videos, conversation about Royal Rumble, Raw, SmackDown, even into my personal life. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully you go to click that follow button. I'll also try to do the same, talk to you, and we'll see how we go in conversation wise. And make sure you can also leave a comment down below because you can tell me your top 5 returns, debuts, or surprise entrance for the Royal Rumble match. But make sure to leave a like down below and a comment to let me know on what you thought of the entire video. And until next time, the name is DawnDayEvolution, the solution